And we're back, the TAKful Creator here. Let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, grace, and mercy watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe, 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 ashe. Okay, so this is a general collective reading that we are embarking on right now. Okay, so I appreciate you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, for you allowing me to tap into your energy, and then being a loyal supporter of me tapping into your energy. Like, you're awesome. Okay, so far I'm not really getting much of a message here, but I know something is about to come up because out of nowhere the energy just seemed really hot and really heated. Like, even with like the temperature being, you know, less than 70 and ACs are on and all, it's just a glimmer of heat. What is this heat, and why is this heat even happening? Okay, let's see here. See, something about a Pisces energy. We were talking about the goat, but what do we mean? See, and here's that Pisces energy coming up. So that's what I saw. Something about the ghost. Someone is asleep or knocked out. When I was pre-shuffling, I saw something about a nap time, and that it was much needed. It's like, I don't know if you're being called to take a nap. I'm being called to take a nap. Oh, there's a tower moment happening, and this is causing people to need to emotionally re-regulate, and the easiest way for a lot of people to do that is to sleep. Okay, so there's a medium here, or maybe I am serving as a medium right now. I'm gauging that maybe you as a chosen person was serving the collective as a medium, and that's the reason why this tower moment is here, is because you brought on a tower moment due to your spiritual service, right? We all have jobs in the spiritual, not only in the 3D. Some of us are lucky enough to not have jobs in the 3D because of our ranking in the spiritual. And so this Pisces is not realizing that they were a medium, or they're acting as a medium during this tower moment. Okay, or this person moving in more of a Piscean energy, which is like an energy of creation. It's like, think of like a water birth, but to things within the 3D matrix. It's not just talking about like a baby. It's talking about like ideas coming into existence, right? By people like agreeing with it, people supporting it, maybe, you know, a plan being put in action. Some alcohol medium. Okay, so we're gonna leave this mediumship out. Like, what is going on? There's no answer. There's no response. There's no reconciliation. What I'm gauging here is like the tower moment was maybe between two energies, right? One energy is moving more like a Pisces in the positive. Maybe another energy is moving like a Pisces in the negative. And the Pisces in the positive let the Pisces in a negative know that like their psychic gifts are being revoked. Like, although they may be calling on certain energies, right? Their hurt feelings, right? They call on certain energies when their feelings are hurt, and maybe those energies are usually like their ancestors and their guides. But in this moment, because they've accrued so much negative karma, it's like their ancestors and guides aren't answering, right? The only person, or only energy rather, that's answering is one that's moving through a physical person that's here. Okay, so there's something about these hurt feelings and a lack of response. Okay, which is, oh, and sending an evil eye, but someone's moving in their intuition. They're moving with a very narrow guiding light, which means like they know what's right and wrong, and they're only moving in the direction of what's right. Okay, which is maybe not answering, right? To push away or shield themselves from this evil eye. Okay, now this evil eye could offer a natural disaster, or the tower moment is a natural disaster that caused some kind of rift in this energy. All right, someone is laughing at your pain because of this natural disaster, but they're not realizing that it's a form of giving the evil eye. So if this energy, right, that is being a medium is chosen, which oftentimes they are, it's going to be returned, the evil eye, to the person that has the most negative intentions behind it. Okay, so some complications might arise with a wedding, or complications might arise with this Bronco status and having a wedding. Okay, so maybe that's the Tower moment. Maybe, you know, someone has some hurt feelings in regards to someone wedding, or someone leveling up, right? And so they're creating some kind of complication, but now the universe is like, we're going to put a stop to this, offer a Tower moment, so that this energy that's offering the evil eye, that's offering this complications, can be removed. But most things can only be removed if you go through the pain and sacrifice. Oh, okay, so then we saw the goat that kept popping out, and then now look, the actual goat, which means, like, you know, the blueprint, the person who is kind of like the leader in a sense, without wanting a pack to follow. Okay. Oh, I guess someone's not feeling froggy. You know, I said that in my other reading. I was like, if you're feeling froggy, leave. And I guess they're not feeling froggy, a dad or grandpa. I guess because Father's Day is coming up. So, you know, they don't want to ruin their chances of being blessed by, I guess, their children or other energies that want to celebrate them. Okay, maybe by a boy teen that is kind of like a dad, right? Maybe that's what the energy is about. There's a grandpa or dad that's going through this. Here's some clarity and truth about a holy union. Maybe the dad or grandpa is offering the information, or there's a dad or grandpa going through this. Okay, but there's going to be some ladybug energy, which means there's going to be some luck with your networking. There's going to be some luck in your relationships. There's going to be luck in how you perceive your relationships. Okay, and maybe there would be something born in the next couple of months. Now that could be an infant, as noted by the cards, or it could be a new way of living, a new purpose, a new idea to focus on, right? Maybe a new hobby to focus on. It's just, there's going to be something that's created, and whatever is created is going to offer many opportunities for growth and advancement. Okay, but this is all for the energy that is, in a sense, the chosen, the teacher in this regard, the person that is the medium in this regard. The other energy that has more hurt feelings is offering this evil eye that, you know, is pushing complications with maybe, you know, a holy or divine union, right? Because that's what we have here, a holy and divine union. I'm just gauging that, like, people just can't accept Pisces right back out. So I'm gonna leave this. Pisces, 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 Pisces. So y'all know I'm not like making this up, like Pisces. So maybe it's again a Pisces against Pisces energy. It's like the pro versus the con. Actually, I'm going to switch them, right? Because this one matches the ladybug over here. Then we'll have the Pisces in reverse over here, because that's how it showed. Something about garage energy, which is all about looking at your memories, looking at the past, seeing how things have collected over time. And then note how much debris or whatever has collected on top of that. So how much of your baggage, right, did you not sift through in a very long period of time? Do you need said baggage? Do you need to let go of said baggage? You have to see the cover up, which means you have to see how you maybe intentionally or unintentionally detached yourself from seeing what really happened in the past. Okay, so maybe, you know, you had a poor experience and you glossed over it and made it like a positive experience in your mind. Well, that is garage energy. That is you having to go back to that memory and play it out the right way, handle the feelings, and learn the lessons, the resolve that is necessary to no longer have that baggage. Okay, this way in your garage you don't have to have bags of garbage. You can put a new car, or, you know, make it into a new room for exercise, or, you know, make that space of utility, not for you to kind of hide the things you're afraid emotionally to handle, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, just know that whatever spiritual war that we saw that was imposed when we were shuffling the cards, this person over here, this is Pisces in reverse, they're going to receive some kind of divine blindness that's going to offer the energy over here the ability to progress past the evil eye that they're throwing at them. Because, you know, when someone's throwing so much negativity and they're in your in circle, even though you're trying to push them out, it's just kind of difficult to protect yourself from that energy. You would have to fully remove. And if you can't remove because you're related like a dad, uncle, or grandpa, then you need the divine to kind of offer you some space for grace. Okay? Now, here's this space. On one side, we're getting divine blindness. They're not able to see what is happening around them. In essence, their psychic gifts are revoked or being revoked. And on the other end, where the psychic gifts are very prevalent and helpful, right? Because we have this ladybug, which is nurturing, growing, and imbuing positive connections and attachments, if you want to say that too. Okay, because there are good attachments. We know on this end that the battle has ended, the spiritual battle. Okay, we're not offering a response. We're not offering an answer. There's no contact. There's no recollection on, you know, what could be done better and all this other stuff. The only thought process is, how do we emotionally and spiritually detach from baggage that's no longer meant for us? That's called healing. Okay, so while this energy in this holy union is undergoing a lot of healing, right, through mediumship, through their ability to open up their chakras and absorb the positive upgrades from the universe, we have on the other end people with hurt feelings, throwing the evil eye, offering minor complications that is just not helping anyone. It's if you want to say self-sacrificing, these this energy over here enjoys hurting others while also hurting themselves. It's a very masochist kind of vibe, but it's not as aggressive. It's not as violent. It's more so just like dark. I'm not really like heavy in a sense, like Halloween, you know. It's like rooted in confirmation, is rooted in evil. I don't know who they looking for, but that sound has been going, and they're probably an immature male that, you know, has some kind of attitude problem and kind of thinks, you know, his stuff don't stink and he waves his tail around all the time. Maybe that's who they're looking for, but literally that has been going on for the last couple of hours, right? And that's just a confirmation that one or both of these energies really need some kind of policing. And that's where the divine offers this tower moment. It's an opportunity for someone or both energies to weigh the pros and cons, for one or both energies to seek justice instead of seeking personal gain, right? And again, on this end, we don't see much personal gain is, you know, that is being sought out. The personal gain here is personal peace, right? Whereas the personal gain over here is stealing energy or stealing positivity away from others, even if they don't feel that positivity on this end. And that's just where the immaturity really lies. So I'm going to put the immaturity over here. Now, we see an immature or childish male, something with appetites or small appetizers or small plates. So maybe he has an appetite for something that's a bit larger than what his plate can hold. And so that is the reason why, you know, he's offering the evil eye. And then we get this dining room energy, okay? Appetizers, plate, dining room energy. So maybe the level of what he can provide financially is not as robust as what this other energy can provide. And because of that, there's some kind of envy, some kind of jealousy. Expensive small plate. So maybe someone's going dining, they're dining out at an expensive restaurant. Maybe this is all taking place at an expensive restaurant. Okay, something dealing with a car, so maybe in transit or in travel. But this is not a transition stage. There's no justice that's really coming out of this. Oh, excuse me. Because no one's seeing the bigger picture. And it's like a collective. Like both sides are not seeing the tower moment for what it is. They're seeing the tower moment for what it's doing, right? So a tower moment gives you chaos and disaster. That's what they're focusing on. They're not focusing on the fact that there was truth that was revealed. They're not focusing on the fact that now they have a reason to move in a direction they already knew was better for them. So while this energy is like Bronco status, wedding, holy union, you know, we're focusing on new relationships, finding the energies that are best associate with us, and then following the intuition that links us with these energies. If anything, they don't want to deal with this, these don't want to deal with that, no one wants to deal with the tower moment, so everyone's backing out. There's an energy here that's maybe autistic or has autism, that may have to take some kind of public transportation, or will have to take public transportation on a Thursday evening. But this Thursday evening, someone is plotting. And I think that's where this evil eye energy is coming from. Like this energy is plotting. But it's a great time to cease and desist. You're probably not going to go out, you know. Even if you don't see the bigger picture, you're following the narrow headlight. So your intuition is going to let you know, maybe you would be better off doing this. Or maybe you'd be better off doing this. And because you trust yourself and your intuition more than the universe allowing a situation that's not meant for you to happen, you're going to follow the headlights. You're going to be able to basically chill out with yourself. So I don't want to transmute this energy because obviously, you know, with this tower moment, people need to grow. Guiding light, here we go, intuition, nap time. So most likely in your sleep, you're going to receive some kind of upgrade, some kind of spiritual messages from your ancestors. I'm not really getting the divine, I'm not really getting archangels, but definitely your ancestors, those that were at one point within your bloodline, that want to see your bloodline either do better than what it's doing or maintain its integrity. Okay, so it's going to offer you some information. No, it's not going to be like Black Panther. No, it's not going to be you by a tree speaking to, you know, your great uncle. It's going to look like a regular dream where everything in the dream seems purposeful. Seems like it has a lesson attached to it. Seems like there's going to be a voice emanating, a narrator to tell you about what's going on, right? Your inner monologue is going to be a bit more wise and regal than how you normally sound. Okay, that's what this dream is going to be. I know the movies, they really embellish it and make it grand, but these guiding lights, these intuitive messages, these upgrades that are offered by the divine literally looks like a memory reel. Like go to Instagram, go to TikTok, like all those little reels that are just like a couple of seconds long or like 10 seconds long. That's how your dream is going to be. 10 seconds long of someone like, you know what, I had a story one time about this, and you're just going to see that story play out in the dream, and then at the end you're going to hear the lesson. Now you wake up hopefully learning from the experience you had in the dream, so that you don't have to be in the 3D and on earth dealing with it and then having to deal with the ramifications. Okay, so maybe this tower moment is not going to be in the 3D at first. The tower moment is going to be in your dreams. And you're going to be able to get certain resources and clues for you to maneuver your life so that this tower moment doesn't affect you. I'm talking about this end over here. It doesn't affect you in the way that it's going to affect this individual. Okay? But it would take you kind of like being a hothead. It would take you having to, you know, see what's yours and speak up for yourself in a way that's eloquent, of course, in a way that's, I would say, borderline respectful, more regal. I've heard, you know, empresses and emperors, queens and kings speak to their subordinates in a way that was borderline disrespectful. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy with someone's work, you can't, you know, overly embellish the words you use with them, because it has to match their efforts. So kind of be regal here as an Aries, like speak up, say what's fact, say it how it is, but don't be as blunt. Okay, I wouldn't even say use tact. Like pretend you are wearing a crown and say your same hurtfulness or your same honesty, but as if you were wearing a crown. Okay, that's kind of how you need to move with this, because you're speaking on boundaries. Like if you're talking about a union, something that's divine, something that's a part of your soul purpose, something that is holy, I don't give no, excuse my language, but I don't give a flying fladoodle. I don't give a shit how your feelings are. All right, you want to sit here and throw wrenches in something that is good or beautiful because you don't match that. I feel like you deserve more karma, and I see why the universe works in certain ways, because if I just snapped my fingers and gave people karma, the world would definitely be a better place because it would be a lot less people. All right, so mama's firstborn. Oh, okay, maybe this is a tower moment between like really family dynamics. So I'm getting like maybe there's a mature male, an immature male over here, and then we have a mature male, right? But why is one immature and one mature? Not because of age. We can have someone who may be elderly over here, whereas someone over here may be in their mid or mid-age range. Okay, so they're like a dad or an uncle, while this person over here is more like a grandfather and a dad. Okay, and this is all surfacing around Father's Day. And I think the major issue here is that where this father is supposed to be like the breadwinner, is really the firstborn over here, or, you know, this person's probably his mom's firstborn. It's the firstborn over here that is really embodying that true leadership status. So if you're older and, you know, you're jealous that your kid is doing better than you, at what point do you know, self-regulate? Well, it seems like this energy over here that is too immature is not self-regulating, and they're letting their hurt feelings kind of put a wrench in the life that at one point they may have wanted for themselves, they may have wanted for their children, but because it's happening, they can't handle it. It's too much for them. I think that's super selfish, and that's another reason why this is such a tower moment, okay? Maybe this immature male has BPD. There's some kind of seeking materials, right? I'm not even getting praise per se. I'm getting like they are seeking physical things to offer them distraction, to offer them. That's where the BPD is. It's like, you know, one moment they're happy, one moment they're not, and they need to go and seek that happiness again. So they want to take from other people, or they want to obtain something, they want to participate in pleasure. I'm not even getting drugs here. Like, I'm getting more like, you know how people like joke around, but the jokes are mean? I'm getting like that. But because they have an actual disorder, you're not really calling them an asshole. Like, this is their essence. They might need like medical attention, okay, but they can't receive medical attention because of some delinquent bank or credit, okay? But they're actually happy and excited, you know, with this BPD that they have, right? It offers them like a high, like a euphoria that is more happy. It doesn't feel like a high. It just feels like they're super happy, and then they crash. And when they crash, that's when they offer the evil eye and the complications, and they fall into themselves. They fall into those hurt feelings and do bad things, okay? They do bad things within the 3D, okay? Intense emotional healing is necessary here. I mean, for everyone in the world, but for this party, especially if you're this old and you're seemingly more immature than your offspring, it's like, come on now. Okay, and this is an important notice, that if not, it's going to lead this energy into some serious, like a serious predicament, but like some serious injuries. Okay, and those serious injuries may require a surgery or put them in a coma. Okay, but I'm seeing like that is maybe a part of the tower moment, right? Once this energy is gone, and maybe not gone indefinitely, right? Just gone for a certain period of time. That's where we offer, when we spoke in the beginning, without so many hurdles, and having these hurdles be so unnecessary in the soul growth. Okay, I understand it might be helping this immature energy, and they have to constantly go through a karmic cycle after karmic cycle after karmic cycle. But even though you're the child of this energy, you shouldn't have to go through it. Like, especially if you learned your lesson. So the divine is offering you the ability to fully separate yourself without having to feel guilt and all this other, you know, because it was a natural disaster that put this energy where you know he is. Okay, but At the end of the day, this regal, this royal, when I said, you know, act as if you're wearing a crown, speak as if you're wearing a crown, this regal and royal energy that's over here, you're being wiretapped. That means that the universe is listening to everything you do and say and kind of offering judgment. Now, that judgment is not harsh or critical. It is simply to help direct your steps. So if you are having a hiccup, it's able to, you know, throw you a sign or synchronicity to propel you. Okay? Now, this could also mean that maybe this Pisces energy that's in reverse was also wiretapping you. Maybe there's a Pisces energy that is listening in, you know, peering in. What is it called? Eavesdropping, right? At the end of the day, everything is purposeful. Everyone's meant to hear some kind of information. And if we're called to go this far in depth into whatever tomfoolery is happening, then, you know, whatever wiretapping must need to use this information to propel whatever case is happening, right? Again, it could be a spiritual case. It doesn't always have to be physical. Okay, be more like a walrus. And don't be as needy. Walruses, again, are energies that can utilize whatever resources that are around them to propel their life. Their level of adaptation is similar to cockroaches. They live throughout the times. There's not much that can hold them back, okay? Especially if you have or enjoy sacred spaces, like know how to honor them. Like, be like a walrus. Go to a sacred space, honor it so that you can receive the miracles and blessings that can be offered to you during this time. Okay, we already know the battle has ended, but it doesn't mean all your wounds have been bandaged. Okay, so allow the divine to offer bandages now that this energy has gone away, right? To say the least. And this is going to be seen near or around Labor Day. It might offer a lack of dopamine, but this pig is in reverse. It's like no more swine. You get what I'm saying? You get the good stuff now. You get what I'm saying? Like no more swine. No more needing to be needy. No longer feeling like you have to dial everything back. Okay? Because the only reason why you feel that way, the only reason why you may be feeling regressive in your process is because this immature energy is constantly attacking you, whether you know it or not. But with this energy out the way, you'll be able to prevail. Okay? Maybe there's a mom, grandma, or auntie here that activated a portal to assist you, because at the end of the day, you're thinking about future thoughts. You're not playing any games. You're not playing around. You have to see what is going to be universal through the seasons. Okay? It's going to seem like deja vu, and it might be expensive, but at the end of the day, we're going to pick up 3. This is going to be our final message. At the end of the day, you need to move in your Aries energy. And what do we say that is? That is speaking up for yourself in a way that's eloquent, in a way that has like a crown on you, but in a way that takes no shit. Okay? This may be seen on a computer or a Mac or at your specific address. Okay? I need to make a card for like your where you live. All right? And just know that whatever energies are coming your way, they're cheaply made, which means they're very superficial. Doesn't hold much power, doesn't hold much weight at all. So you can kind of let it brush off of you like nothing, but you know, better is easier said than done. It's better if you are able to, I don't know, feel the way that you need to about the experience to be confident about walking through it. So I'm not going to say, oh, this is nothing, this is nothing, this is nothing, and then you get there and it's a little bit more than nothing. Now you're unprepared. Now I don't want that. I want you to be just as prepared as you need to. Be aware you are going to be catapulted forward, but it's only after you giving the middle finger to these energies and waving sayonara. Okay? So I wish us all the best. I'll see you soon. Until the next.